are the real one? Why does the hallway man keep calling you by the other name?
My daughter is 4. She has a wild imagination. So when she asked me that question 3 nights ago, I laughed it off. We were on the couch, watching a cartoon, when she casually looked up. "Daddy, why doesn't the hallway man blink?" I chuckled, gesturing around our cramped 1-bedroom apartment. "Sweetie, we don't have a hallway. It's just the living room and the kitchen." She didn't smile. She just pointed her tiny finger at the blank drywall right next to the kitchen counter. The hallway behind that wall. Kids say creepy things, right? I ignored it. But the next night, I found her standing completely still in the pitch black kitchen, staring directly at that exact spot on the wall. "Daddy," she whispered, her eyes glued to the drywall. "He says you can't see it." A cold spike of adrenaline hit my chest. "Who says that, Bug?" "The hallway man." I turned on every light. I banged on the wall, checked the old blueprints online. Nothing. Just solid drywall separating our kitchen from the neighbor's unit. But yesterday morning completely broke me. I walked out of my bedroom and saw her sitting cross-legged on the kitchen tile, talking to the blank wall. She would speak, pause for a few seconds like she was listening, and then reply. A perfectly fluid, normal conversation with nothing. I rushed over. "What does he want, sweetie?" She shrugged her tiny shoulders. "He asks why you're still here." I couldn't sleep that night. Around 3 a.m., I heard it. Slow, bare feet dragging across the floorboards. Not from the hallway outside, from inside my kitchen. I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and crept out. My daughter was standing right inside her bedroom doorway, staring at that same wall. And for the first time, I saw it too. A thin, razor-sharp, dark line running from the floor to the ceiling. It looked like a doorway drawn into the drywall with a charcoal pencil. I swear to God it wasn't there during the day. As I stepped closer, my daughter grabbed my sleeve, tears welling up in her eyes. "Don't stand there, Daddy." "Why? What's wrong?" My voice was shaking. "Because he thinks you're the other one." My blood turned to pure ice. "What other one?" she whispered. "The one that's trying to get back in." Right then, the charcoal line began to split. Not swinging open, but tearing apart like a wet crack in reality. Slowly. Silently. A strip of absolute darkness peeled open, and as my eyes adjusted, I saw my own apartment on the other side. The exact same layout, the same furniture, the same photos. Everything was a perfect mirror image. Except someone was standing right in the middle of the room, staring back at me through the crack. It looked exactly like me. Down to the exact shirt I was wearing. And then version of me inside the wall smiled. A wide, unnatural, unblinking smile. My daughter started screaming. I grabbed her in a dead panic, threw her over my shoulder, and bolted into my bedroom, locking the door behind us. When morning came, the wall was completely normal again. Just painted drywall. I tried to convince myself it was a severe night terror. A hallucination brought on by stress. But tonight, about 20 minutes ago, I was putting her to bed. And she looked up from her pillows and asked a question that has me sitting in the dark, too terrified to move. She asked,
Daddy, if you're the real one, why does the holy man keep calling you by the other name?
Swipe right, double date, desert hike. It sounded perfect. It wasn't. I was 23. Emily matched with this guy on Tinder. He brought a friend for me. They drove us out to a remote desert trail. City lights far below. Cell service? 0. My gut said run. I should have listened. We started walking. Suddenly, Emily and her date picked up the pace. They turned a sharp corner, disappeared down the ridge. Boom. Just like that, I was completely alone with him. The exact second they vanished, his arm slammed around my neck. Tight. Choking. Then, something freezing cold pressed right against my jugular. I looked down. A pocket knife. Flicked open. Pure, unfiltered shock. My brain glitched, and I let out this messed up, nervous laugh. But he didn't panic. He actually grinned. A slow, uncanny, cinematic smile. He looked at me and whispered.
You laughed. Damn. You're my kind of girl.
He slipped the blade away, kept his arm around me, like it was just a joke, like we were totally fine. I didn't scream. I just kept walking. Surviving. That night, he texted Emily a photo of the sweatshirt I left behind. The caption, "You'll get this back next time you come over." There was no next time. But bro, how many monsters are hiding behind a single swipe?